Hello everyone, it's Kyle Snow, Certified Leather Care Technician representing Leatherings.com. Today we're diving into a crucial topic. How do you iron leather? Let's start with the big question. Can you really iron leather? The answer is yes, but with extreme caution. Leather is not like cotton or polyester, where you can just set the iron to the highest setting and go to town. Leather is much more delicate, even if it's durable, and can easily get scorched or discolored if you're not careful. That being said, ironing leather is possible as long as you follow the right steps and use the correct tools. If you're careful, it's an excellent way to smooth out wrinkles and creases that naturally form in leather clothing or accessories over time. But before we dive into the how-to, it's important to understand that not all types of leather are created equal. Thin, softer leathers like lambskin are more delicate and require extra caution. Heavier leathers, like cowhide, can handle a bit more heat, but that doesn't mean you can be reckless. A good rule of thumb is always to err on the side of caution, and if you're unsure, it's always best to test a small, inconspicuous area before attempting to iron the entire piece. Gather your materials. Alright, so let's talk about what you'll need to safely iron leather. These are the materials and tools you'll want to gather before starting. Iron. You won't need anything fancy. Just a regular household iron, but make sure it has adjustable heat settings. Some irons even have a leather or low heat setting, which is ideal. Ironing board, or any flat, heat-resistant surface to work on. Make sure it's stable so your leather item won't move around too much while you're working. A clean cotton cloth or towel. This is key. You should never, ever iron leather directly. The cotton cloth acts as a barrier between the iron and your leather, preventing damage from direct heat. Leather conditioner. You'll want to condition your leather both before and after ironing to keep it soft and moisturized. Leather can dry out easily, especially when exposed to heat, so conditioning it will protect the material. A spray bottle with water, optional. If your leather is particularly wrinkled, you may want to lightly dampen it before ironing. This can help relax the material and make ironing easier. Prepping your leather. Now that you've gathered your materials, the next step is to prepare your leather piece. The better you prep, the safer and more effective your ironing will be. Clean the leather. Before you even think about ironing, make sure the leather is clean. Use a soft cloth or leather cleaner to wipe off any dirt or debris. If there's any grime on the leather, ironing it could press that dirt into the material permanently. Condition the leather. This step is really important, especially if your leather feels dry or stiff. Apply a good quality leather conditioner to soften the material. This will not only make it easier to iron, but will also help protect the leather from potential heat damage. Test a small area. Remember, leather can react differently to heat depending on the type, thickness, and quality. Before ironing the entire jacket or bag, test a small, hidden area first. That way, you can make sure the heat isn't too high and that you won't accidentally burn the leather. Lightly dampen the leather, optional. If your leather is particularly wrinkled, lightly spray it with water from a spray bottle. Don't soak it, just a light mist will do. The moisture will help relax the leather fibers, making it easier to smooth out wrinkles. How to iron leather. Now comes the fun part, actually ironing the leather. But remember, patience is key. Here's the step-by-step process. Set the iron to a low heat setting. First, set your iron to the lowest heat possible, or if your iron has a specific leather or silk setting, use that. Leather is sensitive to high heat, so you want to start low and increase only if absolutely necessary. Place the cloth on the leather. Next, take your clean cotton cloth or towel and place it over the wrinkled area of your leather. The cloth is essential because it protects the leather from direct contact with the hot iron. Iron with gentle pressure. With the cloth in place, gently press the iron onto the cloth-covered area. Use smooth, even strokes, and keep the iron moving. Don't let it sit in one place for too long. This helps prevent any heat from concentrating and scorching the leather underneath. Check the progress. After a few passes, lift the cloth and check the progress. Are the wrinkles smoothing out? If not, you may need to increase the heat slightly, but do so cautiously. Repeat as necessary. Continue ironing over the wrinkled areas with the cloth barrier, checking frequently to ensure you're not damaging the leather. Repeat until the wrinkles are smoothed out. Post-ironing care. Once you've finished ironing, it's time for some post-care to keep your leather looking its best. Condition again. After ironing, leather can feel a bit stiff or dry from the heat, so it's important to condition it again. Apply another layer of leather conditioner and gently rub it into the material. This will restore the moisture and suppleness of the leather, keeping it soft and smooth. Let it rest. After conditioning, let the leather rest in a cool, dry area for a few hours. This allows the conditioner to fully absorb into the leather. Avoid wearing or using the item immediately after ironing to give it time to recover. Store properly. Once everything is set, be sure to store your leather item properly to prevent future wrinkles. Hanging leather jackets on padded hangers or laying them flat can help keep their shape intact. Alternatives to ironing leather. Now, if ironing your leather still makes you nervous, don't worry. There are some alternatives you can try that don't involve direct heat. Steam from a distance. One of the best ways to remove wrinkles from leather without ironing is by using steam. But here's the key: you never want to apply steam directly. Hang the leather piece in your bathroom while running a hot shower. The steam from the shower will help relax the wrinkles without exposing the leather to direct moisture or heat. Leather pressing tool. You can also use a leather pressing tool, which is designed specifically for pressing leather and can be used without the risk of burning or damaging the material. Professional help. If you're dealing with a particularly expensive or delicate piece of leather, sometimes it's best to take it to a professional. Leather cleaners and tailors have the tools and expertise to remove wrinkles without the risk of damage. And there you have it: how to safely iron leather and get those annoying wrinkles out. Remember, while it is possible to iron leather, it's important to take your time, be cautious, and always condition your leather before and after. If you're unsure about ironing your leather, don't forget that there are alternatives like steaming or even professional services that can help smooth out the material without the risk. Leather is a beautiful, durable material, but it does need some extra care to stay looking its best. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Leatherings. If you found this helpful, be sure to subscribe and share this episode with your fellow leather lovers. Got any questions or tips of your own for caring for leather? Drop a comment or reach out to me. Let's keep the conversation going. Until next time, take care of your leather, and it'll take care of you. See you in the next episode.